Hi, it's me, and I'm coming at you with a back to school binder organization video. And I'm using one of my binders from last year. This is my 7th grade science binder, because I haven't started school yet, and this is my 8th grade science binder right now. So yeah. Can't do a tutorial with that, so let me just cover my name. This is my science binder, and for my binders I like to make on the computer a cool kind of cover for it. So I just put things to do with that subject. So I have different words. I have rocks and minerals, plants, astronomy, magnetism, and I have a picture of a magnet, some flower, a microscope, a telescope, some beakers, and a couple more beakers. And I put stuff like that, and I put in the side too. This one, see, it's all beat up from last year, but it says science. You can see, kind of, it's backwards. But I have all of my dividers. It's kind of unorganized, but it is organized. I have my dividers. So last year for science, Zoom, our dividers were table of contents, classroom expectations, objectives and notes, handouts, and quizzes and tests. So, in the pockets on the side that my binder had last year, I have handouts. And in the front of my binder, I have final review. We have all the worksheets and stuff like that I had for finals, for reviewing, and all my notes and stuff. So that's in the front. And then last year my science teacher did what she called science reward cards. And I'll show you one. Cover my name. So every time you got something right or you did something good, she would tell you to give yourself a star. And I just did smiley faces because she didn't care if you did real stars. And then you would move up a level. And when you moved up so many levels, you would get a prize. Not really a prize, but a prize. You would get a real prize. And I'm going to show you one of the prizes that I got. Follow me. These are hydrophilic spheres, and they're little spheres. You put them in a cup of water, and they start out as big as a grain of sand, maybe a teeny bit bigger. And you put them in water, and they grow really big. Then you take them out of water, and it takes a while, but they go they get smaller as the water comes out of them. So I just keep those in a cup on my dresser. Hydrophilic spheres, they fill with water. That was one of them, and I have another one somewhere else. It was hydrophobic sand, and it was sand. You put it in a cup of water, and you would spoon it out and touch it, and it wasn't wet. So that's really cool. So I have all my star charts in the front before my dividers. Then the first divider that I have is table of contents. And it's not, in my science class last year it was required. But you would put the name of the unit that you were doing, and then you would put the dates, and then the topics. And then if there were any handouts, you would put the title of the handout. So I have a couple pages there. And then we had classroom expectations, which I'll show you. I'll take it out. Was this. Covering my signature and stuff. It had the binder, what's it called? Divider. Names, and then it had the rules that you had to follow in her class. Then on the back was the point system that she used for grading. and you saw the grades, I guess, on the table of contents sheets. Then the materials that you needed for her class were on it too. And in her class, you could only write in pen for after the first couple of days. So then it was objectives and notes. And I just give you an example of one of the days notes. You would put here the date, then the topic, and she would have this on her board every day. It would be new usually every day. Then you would have, I know this is backwards, you would have the objective, then the outline, and then over here you would put the homework for that night. And it would change, and you have like just a ton of these in your binder. That's what takes up most of my binder from last year. And then it's just like all of my notes. Then the handouts we have, I'll give you an example of a handout. We did graphing, deer chart. We did graphing, that was one of the handouts. And then quizzes, quizzes, just graded quizzes that she had passed back. And okay, so sorry. Like I was saying before, you won tests that she passed back, and the organization of your whole binder, and like part of it was that you didn't have any of the papers ripped out or semi-ripped from your binder. You had to have them all like either intact or with the hole protectors on it, and that counted towards your grades. And I think it's really good. I keep these at the front of my binder, like for the syllabuses that we get at the beginning of the year. This was not in my school supply essentials video, but it should have been. I just didn't have any. This is from last year, and I think it's really good. I keep syllabuses in it unless otherwise told. And it's just really good to keep like the most important things in. Like if I have really, really important notes, like my notes for finals, I will put it in here, and it just opens on the side. So yeah, that is my binder, and I didn't need a folder for this class. Sorry. So that's my binder organization tutorial. And thanks for watching. If there's any other back to school videos that you would like to see on my channel, then post a comment downstairs and I'll get to it if I can. So thanks for watching.